believers all over the world, I've got a prophecy for the nation of Malawi. As I was praying this past week, the Spirit of God led me to pray for the nation of Malawi. And as I was praying for the nation of Malawi, I saw in a vision that the Spirit of God gave me, I saw a cloud descending upon the nation of Malawi. And I want to speak to the people in Malawi, and I want to give them what the Spirit of God told me as an interpretation of the cloud that I saw descending upon the nation of Malawi. The Spirit of God began to explain to me the vision that I saw of a dark cloud coming upon the nation of Malawi, that there is a curse that has been deposited or that has come upon the nation because of what is happening in the nation of Malawi. The Spirit of God opened my eyes to see what is happening in the nation of Malawi that has caused this curse to come upon this nation. I'm speaking what the Spirit of God showed me in a vision as I was in prayer. There is a lot of witchcraft that is happening in Malawi. There is a lot of witchcraft that is now even used by people who are in positions of power. I saw the members of parliament gathered in a particular place, and I saw people doing rituals who are in high positions in the government of Malawi. And the Spirit of God said to me, as I was seeing this vision in a prayer, that because of these things that these people who are in high positions are doing, there is a curse that has come upon this nation. I've been told to speak this to the people of Malawi, that and the people who are in power, that they are supposed to refrain from using witchcraft. They must refrain from using witchcraft. And what is currently happening in Malawi is only but a beginning. There is a series of calamities that are coming that have been provoked by the use of witchcraft in high places, in places of power, in the corridors of power in the nation of Malawi.
Now, in confirmation of the prophet of God's prophecy, recent news has been published describing the terrible calamities.
This just in, another calamity. This being, as of the 11th of June, 2024, 1 year and 2 months following Prophet E.G. Sibanda's prophecy, which was on the 13th of April 2023. BBC News with that report.
And the president of Malawi has confirmed that the vice president of the country, L.C.D.M, has been killed in a plane crash. A short while ago, Lazarus Chakwera went on national television to deliver a somber address.
The search and rescue team has found the aircraft near a hill in the Chikangawa forest, and they have found it completely destroyed with no survivors, as all passengers on board were killed on impact.
Is a series of calamities that are coming that have been provoked by the use of witchcraft in high places, in places of power, in the corridors of power in the nation of Malawi.
Words cannot describe how heartbreaking this is, and I can only imagine how much pain and anguish you all must be feeling at this time.
Let's go live now to the capital of Malawi, Lilongwe, where we can speak to Jack McBrams. Jack, thank you for joining us. We know that the conditions for the search teams were very difficult, both in terms of the thick forest they were trying to make their way through and the weather. What more do we know about what the possible causes of this crash might have been?
We haven't had any word yet from the military on what caused the crash, but since yesterday there were reports that the crash could have been caused by bad weather. I'd traveled up to the area yesterday for the same funeral that the vice president was supposed to attend, and there was terrible weather. There was actually heavy fog, and visibility was near impossible. So I think that could have been the main cause, that they were unable to maneuver around the area.
The loss of 10 lives. I believe that Vice President Chilima was planning to challenge the president in due course. What does his loss mean for political life in Malawi?
There's a sense of heartbreak in the country right now because Chilima was destined to be president at some point in time. Maybe not now, but in the future, he was definitely somebody who was going to assume to ascend to the presidency. He served 2 terms so far as vice president, and people were quite aware of his capabilities. So there's quite a sense of devastation around the country that at the loss of such a remarkable individual.
And what do we know about the other people who were on the aircraft?
The only other person who high-profile person who was on the aircraft was the former first lady, Shanu Zimbiri. She was married to the country's former president, Bakiri Muluzi, and she was accompanying the vice president on the trip to the funeral. So the others were the president's entourage, the vice president's entourage, and some people from the military, because they were flying on a military plane.
Okay, Jack, thank you for that update. Jack McBrams there from the Malawian capital.
Thank you.
It's the prophet of God, Prophet E.G. Sibanda.
We have a true called prophet of God, a man with eyes to see and a voice to reveal the mind of God at each present moment. A man with a special grace to benefit each and every one of us. He is the prophet of God, Prophet E.G. Sibanda. Join him every Sunday at Living Christ Deliverance Ministries, number 8494, Glenwood, Kwekwe, Zimbabwe.